So let's talk about some Star Wars and some drama in the House of Representatives. So, firstly, with the Star Wars, obviously the Bad Batch episode one came out, and there was a little bit of a retcon, actually, a significant retcon. So, originally, there was a comic where Jedi Master Depa Billaba and her Padawan, Caleb Doom, who later became Kanan Jarrus, they were ambushed by the clone troopers at night because Order 66 was executed at night. But in this episode, it's executed in the morning. And Balaba has a blue lightsaber, not a green lightsaber. And the sequence of events is very different. And the Bad Batch was not present in the comic, but it is in the series. And so this retcon is just very unnecessary and it really didn't need to happen. Honestly, it just messes with the canon and it messes with the consistency, and the lack of consistency is already a significant problem in this new so-called canon. They can't keep their story straight, and it's really getting out of hand. And so, obviously, this minor retcon is minor, but it's indicative of the other things they've done and the other things that are to come. And if they can't keep this straight, then maybe they're going to have to make this Legends and then start over with a new canon. And honestly, they copy so many things from Legends. So it was very annoying, to say the least. However, actually not however, but what I will say is that I would have liked to have seen different Jedi, not Kanan and Caleb Doom and Lava, but rather how about like Oppo Rancisis or Coleman Kosh, because we know Oppo Rancisis and Coleman Kosh survived and we don't see them very much. So it would be nice to see them. I think honestly, these Clone Wars, Bad Batch people, they really miss the opportunity to explore characters that we don't see as much. And we really should be seeing more of the characters that we don't really know as well, like Oppo Rancisis and Coleman Kosh and Shakti and so on. So it's really good. I like the content they produce, but they miss too many opportunities, and it does bother me. Now, moving on to one scene from Camino. So obviously, we saw them carry out a dead Jedi on Camino, and the Jedi dropped a lightsaber. And no, it's not Shakti because the lightsaber is not Shakti's, and the hand was not Shakti's. So just to get that out of the way. And now moving on to the House of Representatives. So obviously, the Republican caucus is having a little bit of a meltdown, if you will, because you have the sociopathic lunatics and the psychotic lunatics, the two sides of the party, and they all agree on the same policies: endless war, deregulation, tax cuts for the rich, handouts to the rich, giving everything to the rich, benefiting their donors, and so on and so forth. Their policies are all terrible and they all agree on the same policies, even though some of them like to lie and pretend that they don't, or maybe they're just not very smart and they don't even know what they believe in. But anyway, moving on. So Kevin McCarthy was heard on audio saying that he's had it with Elizabeth Cheney. Now, obviously, a lot of people have theorized that he probably did that on purpose and it wasn't really a hot mic. But anyway, it's been pretty obvious from the start what's been going on, and I don't know why more people don't talk about this. And the fact of the matter is that Cheney, who is awful, by the way, total warmonger, horrible, and McCarthy and Scalise are just as bad. But Cheney, what she wants is she wants the number one position because she has number three position in the House. So she wants to supersede McCarthy and Scalise, and that bothers them. So McCarthy and Scalise trying to get Cheney out of the leadership position is their way of doing a preemptive strike to make sure that she can't challenge them later. Now, honestly, it does seem like Cheney will get voted out of the position, but I mean, this is a Cheney we are talking about, and they're very cunning and devious. So she definitely has something planned. So I can't imagine that she would go down this easily. And I don't think the Republican Civil War is going to be over this easily or this quickly. it's going to last a lot longer. So whatever Cheney's endgame is, I do not know. And Scalise is practically just irrelevant, and I don't think he knows what he's doing. And same thing with McCarthy. He's a follower, not a leader, and they're just all a mess. And whoever wins, there's no winner for the people because they're all awful. So the point is, they all agree on policy, and all their policies are terrible, and they really do believe in these terrible policies. But the real reason is a lot of people are saying, well, this is because of Donald John Trump, and that Cheney will go along with Donald John Trump. But no, no, no. The real reason is that McCarthy and Scalise are afraid that Cheney will take their job, and that's why they're actually striking back. And that's what it really boils down to. So that's my little monologue on Star Wars and the House of Representatives. I'm sure everyone agrees with me because my opinions are correct.